Imagine waking up one day and realizing that the person you've become is not truly you, but a carefully crafted character designed to fit into the expectations of society. This is the reality for many of us, and it's a phenomenon that the renowned psychologist Carl Jung warned us about. Jung introduced the concept of the persona, the social mask we wear to navigate the complexities of life. While the persona is necessary for functioning in society, it often becomes a prison, trapping us in roles that stifle our true selves. From a young age, we are taught to conform. We learn to behave in ways that please our parents, teachers, and peers. We adopt roles that make us acceptable in the eyes of others. As we grow older, these roles become more entrenched. We become the dutiful employee, the responsible parent, the reliable friend, but in the process, we lose touch with our authentic selves. We become actors in our own lives, playing parts that were never truly ours to begin with. The danger of the persona lies in its ability to deceive not only others but also ourselves. We become so accustomed to wearing the mask that we forget it's even there. We mistake the roles we play for our true identity. This self-deception is a form of existential betrayal, a denial of our unique potential and individuality. It's a betrayal that Jung believed could lead to a profound sense of emptiness and dissatisfaction. Consider the story of a successful lawyer who has spent years climbing the corporate ladder. On the surface, she has it all: a prestigious job, a comfortable lifestyle, and the admiration of her colleagues. But beneath the facade, she feels a gnawing sense of unease. She realizes that she never truly wanted to be a lawyer. She chose the profession to meet the expectations of her family and society. Her true passion lies in art, a pursuit she abandoned long ago in favor of a more practical career. Her persona has become a gilded cage, trapping her in a life that is not her own. This is the plight of many individuals in modern society. We are so focused on meeting external expectations that we neglect our inner selves. We become strangers to our own desires, dreams, and aspirations. The persona, which was meant to be a tool for social interaction, becomes a barrier to self-discovery and personal growth. But how do we break free from this illusion? How do we shed the mask and reclaim our true selves? The journey begins with self-awareness. We must recognize that the roles we play are not who we are. We must question the narratives that have been imposed upon us and seek to understand our own unique story. This process of self-discovery is not easy. It requires courage, introspection, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. But it is a journey that is essential for our well-being and fulfillment. In our journey to uncover the true self, we encounter not only the persona but also its counterpart, the shadow self. Carl Jung described the shadow as the unconscious part of our personality that contains all the aspects of ourselves that we deny, suppress, or ignore. It is the repository of our fears, desires, weaknesses, and instincts. While the persona represents the mask we show to the world, the shadow represents the hidden aspects of our being that we often refuse to acknowledge. The shadow self is not inherently negative. It is simply the part of us that we have learned to reject. It includes traits that society deems undesirable, such as anger, jealousy, and selfishness, but also positive qualities that we may have been taught to suppress, such as creativity, spontaneity, and vulnerability. The problem arises when we deny the existence of our shadow, for it does not disappear. Instead, it lurks in the background, influencing our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in ways we may not even realize. Consider the example of a man who prides himself on being rational and composed. He has spent his life suppressing his emotions, believing that vulnerability is a sign of weakness. But beneath the surface, his repressed emotions fester, leading to sudden outbursts of anger and frustration. His shadow self, with all its suppressed emotions, continues to exert a powerful influence on his life, despite his attempts to ignore it. The process of confronting the shadow self is known as shadow work. It involves bringing the unconscious aspects of our personality into conscious awareness, acknowledging them and integrating them into our sense of self. This is not an easy task, for it requires us to face parts of ourselves that we may find uncomfortable or even disturbing, but it is a necessary step on the path to self-discovery and personal growth. One of the most effective ways to engage in shadow work is through self-reflection and introspection. This can take many forms, such as journaling, meditation, or therapy. The goal is to create a safe space where we can explore our thoughts, emotions, and memories without judgment. By shining a light on the hidden aspects of our being, we can begin to understand and accept them. Another powerful tool for shadow work is the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment with openness, curiosity, and acceptance. It allows us to observe our thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. Through mindfulness, we can become more aware of the patterns and habits that govern our lives, and we can begin to make conscious choices that align with our true selves. As we confront and integrate our shadow self, we begin to experience a sense of wholeness and authenticity. We no longer feel the need to wear the mask of the persona, for we have embraced all aspects of our being. We become more compassionate, both towards ourselves and others, for we recognize that everyone has a shadow and that everyone is on their own journey of self-discovery. As we peel away the layers of the persona and confront the shadow self, we embark on a profound journey known as individuation. Carl Jung described individuation as the process of becoming a unique individual, a journey towards self-realization and wholeness. It is the path to discovering our true selves, integrating all aspects of our being, and living an authentic life. Individuation is not a destination but a lifelong journey. It requires courage, self-awareness, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. It is a process of self-discovery that involves exploring our deepest desires, fears, and aspirations. Along the way, we encounter challenges and obstacles that test our resolve and push us to grow. But with each step, we move closer to our true selves, shedding the masks and illusions that once defined us. One of the first steps on the journey of individuation is self-exploration. This involves taking the time to reflect on our lives, our choices, and our experiences. It requires us to ask ourselves difficult questions, such as, who am I, really? What are my true passions and desires? What fears and insecurities hold me back? By engaging in this process of self-inquiry, we begin to uncover the layers of conditioning and societal expectations that have shaped our lives. Self-exploration can take many forms. Journaling is a powerful tool for self-reflection, allowing us to express our thoughts and emotions freely. Meditation and mindfulness practices help us cultivate a deeper sense of awareness and presence. Therapy and counseling provide a safe space to explore our inner world with the guidance of a trained professional. Whatever form it takes, self-exploration is an essential step on the path to individuation. As we delve deeper into our true selves, we begin to recognize the patterns and habits that no longer serve us. We become aware of the ways in which we have been living on autopilot, reacting to life rather than responding with intention. This awareness allows us to make conscious choices that align with our authentic selves. We start to set boundaries, pursue our passions, and cultivate relationships that nourish our souls. The journey of individuation also involves embracing our uniqueness. Each of us has a unique set of talents, gifts, and perspectives to offer the world. By embracing our individuality, we honor our true selves and contribute to the diversity and richness of life. This means celebrating our strengths and accepting our weaknesses, recognizing that both are integral parts of who we are. Living an authentic life is not always easy. It requires us to step out of our comfort zones, face our fears, and challenge the status quo. But the rewards are immeasurable. When we live in alignment with our true selves, we experience a deep sense of fulfillment, purpose, and joy. We no longer feel the need to wear masks or conform to societal expectations. We are free to be ourselves, fully and completely. In the words of Carl Jung, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. The journey of individuation is a sacred and transformative path, one that leads us to the heart of our being. It is a journey of self-discovery, self-acceptance, and self-realization. And it is a journey that each of us is called to undertake, for it is the path to living an authentic and meaningful life. As we conclude this exploration, remember that the journey to becoming your true self is uniquely yours. Embrace it with an open heart and a curious mind, and trust that each step you take brings you closer to the person you were always meant to be.